Phoenix, home of the Phoenix Suns, the Phoenix Mercury's, the Arizona Diamondbacks. But there is also a homeless crisis that is going on, and it's really bad. From the person who I've talked to, he seems like the city of Phoenix is not helping them get the proper resources that he truly needs to survive. Come with me and we'll go around and see what's going on. What's going on, guys? Johnny Vlogs here, and I'm in downtown Phoenix over at Chase Field. As you can see here, Chase Field, the stadium where the Diamondbacks play. You wouldn't notice that in this great area that we have, you wouldn't notice that there is homelessness, but I'm going to show you the areas where there is homeless camps and homeless people. So stay tuned for that, and I'm also going to get their stories of how it has affected them and how COVID has affected them as well. So stay tuned for that. So take care, and now we'll hear from you soon. Thanks, bye. Okay, guys, so as you can see here, there is no audio, and I had technical difficulties. So basically, I got the new Rode Go Wireless 2, and I accidentally put it up so many decibels, and I wasn't supposed to do that, so there was no audio. So basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to summarize what this gentleman said, this homeless gentleman. So this homeless gentleman does live in downtown Phoenix, and he said basically he's been living out here homeless for a while. So, and it just seems like the city hasn't really been helping him to get off the streets, because he does want to get off the streets and make something good of his life, to do better. He wants that, but it's been a struggle for him. And as you can see, he has lost his leg. It's been about 3 years since he lost his leg. So, but his name is Ryan, and when I spoke with him, he was a really nice guy, very willing to share his story. And one of the interesting things that I learned about Ryan is that he used to be a mechanic. So that was really cool that he did share about that. But just basically, he wants to get off the streets and to live a normal life. But it's been very hard for him to do so. But what I believe is that if things turn around with the city, that things can get better, and people who are on the streets can get off the streets and live a normal, happy life. So, but Ryan was really nice. It was interesting to learn about Ryan, but I wish Ryan the best, and I'll be walking around downtown Phoenix. If I see him again, I'll say hi and see how he's doing. But Ryan was a really nice guy, and hopefully he can have a bright future. So if you can keep him in his prayers, keep him in your prayers too. I would greatly appreciate that. But it was great interviewing Ryan. He was more than willing to do the interview, but that's basically his story. And God bless Ryan, and God bless the people who are homeless. May God watch out for them. Okay, you guys just saw it, the interview I had with the guy. I didn't get the audio really well, and I made the interpretation of what he said. So it's pretty sad. He was telling me that the city of Phoenix is not helping them. And there's not really a spot where he can get good resources. So, in my thoughts on all this, I feel like what should be done is they should make little tiny homes for these homeless people so they can start getting back on their feet. So this is not the case right now, and I feel like if nothing gets done, it's going to get a lot worse, and we must do everything we can to get the homeless the care that they need. So it's very important, you know. It's sad what's going on, so we are here on this planet to help one another, you know, our brothers and sisters, so we can do the best stuff that we can do. So, but we can go out there and help them, but if you're gonna go out and help them, make sure to have more than one person, because you never know what could happen. So, but yeah, you had the opportunity to look around and what's going on and so on and so forth. So it's sad, and I've lived here my whole life, like I said, and it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, especially with inflation that's going on. So, but we can make the change. We can have that opportunity to resolve this homeless crisis in downtown Phoenix. So it's very important to me to help people out and to do what's right. So, and get those people off the streets, because they deserve better. What's going on, guys? I was just in downtown Phoenix, and you can see a disgrace what's going on down there. There's a whole bunch of homeless people down there, and you saw the homeless camps down there. It's so very sad, and it needs to change for the better. And we need this change. You know, we need for them to get back on their feet, to live a normal life. But this is a disgrace of what's going on. So I was able to do an interview with one of the homeless people down there. I know I had to interpret the video because the audio, you couldn't hear the audio, so I was able to tell you what he said, and it's very, very sad. So, and then I did a tour of walking down the street of homeless camps that were down there, the tents and whatnot, and it's just very crazy. And it's just been getting worse and worse and worse. So I have a long-time downtown Phoenix employee that has been there for 20 plus years, and he has seen the progression of how the homeless crisis in downtown Phoenix has gotten worse. So I'm going to introduce him. Okay, this is John, and he worked in downtown Phoenix for 20 plus years, and he has seen the crisis of what's going down there, of the homeless, how it's gotten worse and worse and worse. So I'm going to let him explain his story of how it gotten worse over the years, over his 20 plus years. So,
well, I've seen a lot of change come over time, and when I originally seen down there was always homeless, but it was very light. There was hardly any there, and you would see somebody homeless walking once in a while, but not the way it is today. I think ever since the COVID situation occurred, and people, I don't know what exactly the politics of it is, but the politics, I think, has changed things so bad, and maybe it's letting people over the border or whatever. But the homeless are all over the streets now, and they have their houses in the streets. Never seen the quantity of homeless that we're seeing today. It's been very terrible ever since COVID started and the progression changed and new politics that were originally in there, the new president that came in, things have gone really bad. And it makes me very sad to see the situation the way it is. I think a lot of things have to be changed. People have to go down there and look at the situation. They have to evaluate why these people are on the streets, how they can help them get back to being people that can make a living, and those that can, how we can help them get off the streets and live half decent life. And that's my opinion of what the situation as I know of it today.
How do you think that just, me and you can help make that change for them to get off the streets? What can we do to change that?
Well, I think that a lot of people have to vote in the right people who are willing to take charge of the situation, because our taxes and money goes into supposedly helping them. I really don't know where it's going, but looking at the streets the way it is, we have to get our borders closed better so we don't have people pouring in, pouring people in that have nowhere to go is not the way to do things. We don't have positions, jobs for them, and what are they going to end up on the street? And never mind the people here that have serious physical illnesses and other things that may have been helped in the past but are not being helped now. That has to be done. We have to make sure our politicians are responding to what's going on and not giving us just a voice and not actually doing anything.
Yeah, I feel it. It's very important that we can do everything we can to help them get off the streets. Going around and talking to the people who are in charge, so the money goes towards those people to actually get off the streets and not to like people just for fun money. So
Yes, we need to, people can donate their time or donate some money down there, but still, you know what I mean? The big picture has to be taken care of. Why are they ending up in the streets? What was the changes between before and now that need to be corrected? And they need to get corrected.
I feel like more people should know what's going on. We just go around and we live our lives day to day, but a lot of times we're just in our own minds and not of the minds of others. We're just doing like what we want to do and not really helping those who really need help.
No, they're changing the politics, and it's costing us a fortune these days. And people don't have they're so busy trying to make a living and keep their own lives stable that they don't have the time they used to have to be able to put some more money or some more time into helping other people. It's just really getting bad, and that's what has to be changed, the politics.
Yeah. What do you think that we can do just ourselves? If we went down there?
Well, you're advertising. You could make sure that whatever this is going on gets out, and we need as much news media to show this stuff and get people awake. And see that a lot of people joined certain political parties because they were supposed to help the poor, and these parties are not helping the poor anymore. They're only helping themselves, and it's really gotten ugly. And things have to change, and the people have to make their voices heard.
I would agree with you. We need more media coverage of this, because the media today, they just focus on, like, fashion and stuff, and they're not going to what the core sources of what's really going on in, literally, not only here in downtown Phoenix, but all around the country. They're not really getting to the point. They're just focusing on kind of shrugging the homeless people off and not really focusing the media on them. It's sad, and something needs to be done so that they can get off the streets and live a normal life.
I agree. Thank you.
So,
Yes, definitely. That's the way I see things myself.
I have noticed from my video going to different buildings down there, there's more graffiti, and then there's also like broken glass of different, of the one of the buildings that I went through. It's like boarded up too. So,
Well, you just go there and you could see the changes from the past.
yeah.
Anybody who's been downtown knows what it looks like before. Anybody who's lived here for a while, and what it looks like now. And it's not good.
Yeah. But, we can do our
That's
part.
all I have seen over my time is those changes. And I personally believe it's all due to politics.
We can do our part, because we're only one person. We can do our part and help to make that change. So that's the best we can do. We can't control everything that goes on around us. So.
No. But we can yell at our politicians to start moving in the right direction and guide them, and we do what we can and make them do what they can, because they can move more than we can.
Yeah. It's all about changing and all about the money.
Yes.
So the money needs to go to these people so they can get proper
Well,
care.
they need to go to things to help the people stabilize their lives and get back to a normal life.
Yeah, it's very true. So, I appreciate you coming on, a former employee of Downtown Phoenix for 20 plus years. So he has seen the progression of how
right on West Monroe I worked.
Yeah, he has seen the progression of how the homeless population in downtown Phoenix has gotten worse and worse and worse. As you can see through the video of me going around the homeless camps. So, but thank you very much. So I had the opportunity to interview 2 more homeless people and give their thoughts about what's going on in downtown Phoenix.
Out in Arizona, Buckeye, Arizona. What did you want to ask me?
What do you think we can do to help?
Stop Denise Redenzik and anyone using my name.
Yeah. Okay.
Fraud on people's name. Identity theft is a big problem.
Did you say they're going to get rid of this stuff in a couple months?
No. I don't know what they're doing.
They're doing something?
I don't know. I have no idea about that.
Yeah. I think it's crazy though. I think the city needs to help you guys out.
I think they should do more than 30 days at TL, temporary living placements.
Yeah.
They should do 6 months. They shouldn't just do 30 days. So I did 6 months at their county.
Yeah.
And then I went to a temporary living, and then I went to a mental institution through the CBI treatment at QNE Bridges.
Yeah.
I just been kind of stuck here. It's or at least help transfer it back to where people are from.
Yeah.
Rather than just throw you in the street.
Yeah. Did the COVID virus get worse with this? No.
No, I think that
About the same.
I got sick from the COVID, but I didn't die. It's just all of a sudden I was couldn't move for like 8 days.
Yeah.
And then we got unemployment, and then they took that away. But then it was identity theft, and then that got taken from me. And I calling on the phone to complain about it. I'm just talking to the same person who did it.
Yeah.
It's just like with here, there's nobody standing there.
Yeah. What do you think about like the government giving like $8 billion to Ukraine and not to you guys?
I think that's crazy considering a lot of it's my air money.
Yeah.
HIER.
The thing is, they should help you guys first and then worry about the other people later.
The people
So-
that are actually have this money in
Exactly,
their name.
yeah.
I am this person, this is my government. And
Yeah.
people are using my name like an alias, and I'm not an alias.
Yeah.
They're making IDs, and it's if they're taking my birth certificate and gone into states and got different IDs. I don't know what to do.
Exactly.
I might as well like leave and blow my brains out.
Well, I'll pray for you. I'll pray for everybody around here.
You got Santa Claus involved. Santa didn't bring the nicest person in the land. I mean, there's a problem there.
Yeah, that's true. Is there any advice if somebody is beginning like their homeless journey?
No, I wouldn't really know. It would just happen, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It would just be how they do it.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I wish you guys the best. God bless you, and you know, wish that God is
waiting
with
for
you.
them to come back here. My mom gave Will some money to keep myself here, but then they didn't show up, so I don't know what they're doing.
Well, I'm going to take off, but it's nice to meet you. You. Have a blessed one. Okay. If you could tell me about your story, what's your name? Or if you don't want to. Oh, yeah.
Well, my name's Barry. I'm 60 years old. I'll be 61 in March. I've been homeless for several years. Basically, I got an income, but it's difficult for me to find an apartment.
Yeah.
And I just rely on the kindness of strangers.
Yeah, that's good. Do you feel like the COVID virus has made things worse?
Well, I guess it's a matter of opinion whether it will be better or worse, but I'd say things really haven't changed all that much since COVID.
Yeah. What do you think the city can do to make your life better?
Well, providing us services that would really help people like me.
Yeah. Like what kind of services? Like just like food or
food and proper housing and all that. Like more housing vouchers.
Yeah, that's good. What do you think about the people down there? Like all the tents and stuff?
Well, if the city feels it's okay for them to be there, then I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's good. I heard something, I don't know if it's true. I spoke with a lady down there. She was saying something about something might happen down there. I don't know. She could be making it up, but I don't know.
Right.
So, I'm going to fight, you know, to help you guys out.
Okay.
Because I'm only one person, and I can't resolve everything. But I'm going to try and fight for you guys to help you guys live better, get off the streets. Because, you know, it's hard times and stuff.
Well, I for one would appreciate something like that.
Yeah. There's also, it's like our government's, they gave like $8 billion to Ukraine instead of to you guys.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Oh, see, we keep on fighting wars that we don't really just suck our noses in.
Exactly. Yeah.
And Ukraine's one of them. I mean, sure, Putin wants to annex and all that. Let that be something he wants to do. And let's not involve ourselves. Let them fight their own wars.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. It's just they like when they have money, they like to just spend it however they want, and they don't really care about their own people.
Yep.
If I was president, I would make sure every homeless person had a house, even if it's like a small house.
Right.
The proper medical attention that they need, food, and just friends. Because we all need friends, a support system. If we don't have a support system, then you know it's hard to. It's a mental thing too. So, is there anything else you'd like to say?
That's about it, I imagine.
Well, I appreciate you.
No problem.
God bless.
Thank you. God bless.
I wish you the best. I'll be around here. I go to school at ASU in Downtown Phoenix, so I hope you have a good one and take care. I wish you the best.
Thank you.
I'll fight for you. I'm gonna be a social worker too.
All right.
So I'm gonna go out and help people and you know, help to change their lives. So little by little.
Oh, we need more people like you around.
Thank you. I take care. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
What's going on, guys? This is Johnny Vlogs, and I am here with Carlos, and I'm going to give his introduction to, he's going to basically explain his thoughts on the homeless crisis here in downtown Phoenix. So here is Carlos. So what are your thoughts on the homeless crisis that's going on in downtown Phoenix?
My thoughts are, it's a sad thing to see, We have a lot of people, walking around not being able to afford anything. Just today, going back from lunch, I saw this guy. He just wanted to get like a water fountain, just get a drink or something, use a restroom. He got immediately kicked out by security.
Oh, wow.
Like on the dot. And
on the ASU campus?
Yeah, it was one of those buildings down there by Van Buren and 2nd Street around there.
Yeah.
And this guy, he seemed pretty upset. He said, you just tell him, I just want to get some water, man. I think it's just like the attention we give our homeless people is like, I understand students are allowed here, but, it's just having a response, you got to treat people humane.
That's so true.
And people, we always wonder, like, we know they're homeless, we don't know what their situation is. Many of us think, oh, he just is a bum, he doesn't work. Some of us think he's an addict. Some people can't, man. Like, some people genuinely have situations that made it so they can't work anymore. And so, how are you gonna work if you cannot work, and how are you gonna make money if you have no job?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I feel a lot like in this society today, a lot of people are just blind. Yeah. So they just think of like, the people just like you and me, dressed appropriately, and then they turn their eye against the homeless people who are, dressed, more in dirty looking clothes, but in reality, God and Jesus, because they were your heroes, they were here. They helped those people who were homeless, and they don't turn an eye away from them. They're there and they're helping them and whatnot. So what do you think the city of Tempe can do? No, the city, the city of Phoenix can do to fight this homeless crisis?
Mainly just focus on your delivery systems. In like my other classes at 291, she said the amount of drought in the delivery systems of social workers is very low.
Yeah.
And the people that are going to be helping this issue are honestly our social workers themselves. So that's one of the things I could say is have the city draw as much attention as you can. I know there's so much other things we have to worry about. It's not just homelessness.
Yeah.
I'm aware of, but as much as you can, just draw attention to it. Don't ignore it, because it's much like a weed. If you ignore it, it's just going to keep growing and growing, and as you know, it's going to be a big issue.
Exactly. I feel just what the city should really do is they should put more money towards the homeless crisis and not like other things. Like our government is spending a lot of money, bringing a lot of money over to like Ukraine and stuff, when what they should be doing is focusing on the homeless people here first. And once they get that resolved and things are well, then they can help other people.
Exactly.
Taking care of their own first, and then it's good to give, but you need to start with your own people.
Exactly.
I appreciate you in downtown Phoenix, and he has seen the homeless crisis that's affecting downtown Phoenix. So thank you guys very much. You guys have a blessed one, and we can together fight this homeless crisis, and I know that things can change, and I love you all. Until next time, Johnny Vlogs is out. Thank you and God bless.